What's up, guys? We are back on Pokemon Showdown for part 2 of the official ladder tour. I've actually been on tilt. I've lost quite a few games in a row, but I don't care. I said I would be uploading this, so let's look for another battle. And we have Felon right away. So I had Dark Pulse on my Greninja beforehand, which isn't gonna come to play here. But I switched it up for Grass Knot. That way I could hit a Azumarill, because Azumarill was annoying to switch into. I'm expecting him to lead off with Mammal Slime, as I'm just going to lead off with Garchomp anyway, just because I am indeed Focus Sash. So I could take any one hit, as he ends up going for the Ice Shard. And I believe I'm just going to go for Earthquake, expecting him to get up rocks, expecting my switch, as he does end up doing just that. And I'm going to try and switch out into my Scizor right here, because I can definitely tank this Ice Shard. And I'm actually going to set up an SD, Mega Evolve, and set up an SD predicting him to actually want to switch out. So he ends up going out to Ferrothorn, as I don't know how well he'll be able to take this +2 Bug Bite, and I end up critting him, so that's unfortunate for him. Definitely unfortunate for him. I'm not in range of Quick Attack from Pinsir. It only does about 30, I think, to me, maybe 29, not sure. Mega Scizor is actually incredibly bulky, so I'm max attack Bug Bite. Probably wouldn't have knocked him out, especially if he was physically defensive, but you know, things happen. I'm going to pause until he picks a move. We'll be right back. Oh, actually, he sends out Rotom. Okay. So, if he's not running a lot of speed, he won't be able to outspeed me, as he is not, so able to knock him out. Not bad. Once again, going to pause it until he picks a move. Or not. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just so used to it. I don't expect him to live +2 Mega Scizor's BP. I'm max attack. Yeah, it knocks him out. And this is looking like a clean Mega Scizor sweep, as you are not tanking this hit. And Latios dies after Stealth Rock. Alright, so Mega Scizor just completely came through in this game, and we are now 1844. So, I'm going to pause until we find another one. We'll be right back. Okay, so we have found a game versus Pokechupa. Unless his Scizor has Defog, he does not have a Defogger. So, he ends up leading off with Greninja. I have Garchomp. I am Focus Sash, so like I said, can survive any one hit. Ends up going for the U-turn, though. I'm good with that, because you know, any prior damage on any Pokemon that can resist my Bisharp's attack or my my Scizor's main stab is just great for me. So ends up going out to Slowbro. I do not want to switch out on an Ice Beam, but he ends up going for Scald, as he gets the burn. A little annoying, but not much I can do about that. And I'm just going to go out to my Latios on what I'm expecting to be a Slack Off right here, since I don't think he loses much by going for Slack Off, as he actually ends up going for Scald again. Okay, just trying to throw off, you know, just send off burns. That's cool. I believe I could just go out for the Thunderbolt right here. I'm expecting Scizor to want to come in. It also hits Slowbro, if anything. Gonna pause it real quick. We'll be right back. So he ended up sacking Slowbro to T-Bolt. Not sure if I agree with that play, because that means my my Leonard's T actually has a lot of fun versus team. Goes up to Greninja. Just gonna sack my Garchomp right here to the potential Ice Beam, and if he goes for U-turn again, if he's like some sort of choice Greninja, I'm not sure. Garchomp is the best play anyway, as he ends up going right for Hydro Pump, which is gonna work out. See, I want to go out to Lanners, but I don't want him to be like some sort of Scarf Greninja, so I'm just gonna go out into my Bisharp, as I can knock him out with a safe Sucker Punch. If he switches out, so be it. Yeah, Sucker Punch will be able to knock him out. I actually don't see Life Orb, so I think Knockoff is actually a safe play. But then again, if he has HP Fire, I don't want to tank that, so I'll just go for Sucker Punch, as Scizor ends up coming out. And Scizor is the Leftovers variant, so I can go for the SD right here. The best thing these things can do to touch me is like Knockoff. Leftovers variants usually run Defog, so I can go for SD, as he does end up defogging the Bisharp. And I believe I can just go for Sucker Punch. I don't want to take any unnecessary damage from the BP. Yeah, I didn't want to take any unnecessary damage from BP anyway, so able to knock him out with the Sucker Punch. I don't agree with defogging the Bisharp. Definitely do not. Kyurem ends up coming in. I'm just going to try and Sucker Punch this thing, as it turns out to be a substitute variant. That's cool, though. I can save Bisharp definitely, so I'm going to go out to my Scizor, as he goes for Earth Power. I guess potentially I could have been fearing the HP Fire, but sub variants generally run Earth Power for like Tran and stuff like that. So I can hit him with another BP as he actually ends up switching behind the sub. That's cool though. I still have Mega Scizor right here, and that means I take a lot less damage. I'm expecting this to be Zard X, so I'm actually gonna go out to Latios instead of going out to Landers, just in case it was Zard Y. And yeah, now he has to sack. So what I'm gonna do is actually roost up. Well, what did I lose from going for Draco? He has to sack anyway, so. And I come in with one more life orb, and he's already this. He ends up sacking this Pokemon though. This one was a threat, definitely at +1, especially if it was Jolly. But I'm able to knock him out, and gonna pause it till he picks a move. We'll be right back. So he ends up going out to Talonflame. I'm just gonna go for Thunderbolt because if he tried to SD right there, I would go down to Life Orb damage anyway, and I get the free switch into Landers. But he ends up going for the U-turn though. That's fine, to be honest. Like, just because I'm pretty sure he's choice banded just based on the fact that he has U-turn, unless he's some sort of weird SD set. And it's looking like I can clean up with Greninja, actually. It's looking like Greninja's gonna win me this game. What the hell? No, I meant Landers. I don't know why I said Greninja, but he ends up going out to Kyurem. That's a free BP for Scizor. I don't care if he goes Talonflame. I really don't. But he ends up staying in though, as he is going to hit me with an Earth Power. Gets a crit. Little unfortunate. I don't know how much it's going to matter, but I can go out into my Greninja now and just click Ice Beam. It should be able to knock out his Kyurem. I believe it does like 40%-ish, around there. And it's just a solid hit in general to go for. As if I weaken his Greninja, I only have to go for Stone Edge like once, basically. I kind of want to put him in a position where I don't have to go for Stone Edge, but he ends up going out into his Talonflame now. I'm just going to go out into my Bisharp. Actually, no, that was the wrong play to make because I could definitely Sucker Punch. But he ends up going for the Flare Blitz, though, which is, I guess, going to work out anyway because I can go out to my Greninja now and just click Grass Knot. I want to click Grass Knot predicting his Greninja, but at the same time, I think I can just go for Ice Beam. Because as long as I get off damage on his Greninja, I win with Stone Edge from my Landers. So I'm able to knock him out with the... well, I'm not able to knock him out, and he might just win a Speed tie right here. But if I do win a Speed tie, as unfortunately for him, he misses Hydro. Now that means I only have to land one... that means I only have to land one Stone Edge. So that was pretty unfortunate for him because luck could have been in his favor. And now he's forced to go for Brave Bird as he is able to knock me out. Unfortunately, my Landers does not have knockoff. It has Superpower. So I'm basically relying on hitting these attacks right here, and if I actually miss, he wins. So I do not miss, and I'm able to knock him out. So like I said, it was definitely in his favor of me missing because I had to hit two. I had to hit the one versus Greninja after the Ice Beam, and I had to hit the Talonflame. So fortunate that he missed, but I don't care. Look for another one. We'll pause it until we be right back. Blah blah. We'll pause it. I'll be right back. Sorry. It's late at night. I'm tired. Okay, so we have Felon versus Tashi Melonhead. He has Excadrill as his spinner. Looking like +2 Bisharp can do a lot of work versus his team. I'm just going to lead off with Garchomp. He's more than likely just going to want to lead off with his T-Tar, as he actually ends up leading off with Thundurus. And, do I actually just want to... I don't want to mess around with Thunder Wave later on. I'll just go for the Dragon Claw, because I'm able to weaken him. Yeah, I limit the amount of times he gets to go for Thunder Wave, and I believe I can go out to Scizor right here, as he goes for the next HP Ice. And I can just Mega Evolve. Actually, I'm gonna try to pull the switch back out to Garchomp, predicting his Charizard, as I do actually end up getting that correct, and that means I can just get up my Stealth Rocks right here versus the Charizard, as he ends up going out to Slowbro. And I do not want to stay in. I can sack this. This will be a good sack. So I'm going to go out to my Latios, expecting a Scald, as he does end up going right for that Scald. And do I want to predict his T-Tar? He might just predict me to double since I've been predicting him, so I'm just going to go for a safe Thunderbolt. Yeah, I'm going to go for a safe Thunderbolt. I'm kind of expecting him to actually want to stay in, but he does end up going on to T-Tar, which, I don't know. It's nice for him. He can definitely get up his rocks here if he wanted to. So I'm going to take this as an opportunity to go out to my Garchomp, and I'm actually just going to go for Fire Blast just in case his Excadrill is actually on the balloon. So he ends up going out into Slowbro, which is fine. I can just sack my Garchomp, as he is just going to continuously go for Slack Offs. Again, Bisharp just comes in for free after this Pokemon goes down and just clicks knockoff, so definitely going to go out to my Bisharp right here. If I even wanted to, I could even set up an SD with it, because I don't think he can risk that, to be completely honest. He can't risk that, can he? Yeah, because Thundurus goes down to... I'm going for SD. I get up the SD, which means that Rocks will be here to stay, because this reliably prevents Excadrill from spinning. So Charizard ends up coming in. I kind of want to go for knockoff, predicting his Dragon Dance, but he ends up going for Roost, as I end up getting off the knockoff, and I'm actually going to go for it again. Yeah, predicting his next Roost. So I'm able to get the Charizard right there, as he's able to go out to Talonflame. He has to go for Brave Bird right here, so I'm just going to go for knockoff. Bisharp is just coming through. He had to go for Brave Bird, because if he went for anything else, I'd be able to outspeed him. Sucker Punch would outspeed the Flare Blitz. So just going to go for Iron Head, knock out the T-Tar. I'm Jolly, so no variant of T-Tar would be able to outspeed me. Driller ends up coming out. I guess he can go for SD if he wants to, but he must be fully offensive, especially because he only has a Life Orb. And Bisharp is basically going to be able to clean up this game, because I'm able to knock out the Slowbro with the +2 knockoff. So yeah, good game, Tashi Melonhead. Another opponent in the tournament, and we are now 1873. So let me pause it real quick, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we have found ourselves another battle. He's kind of weak to Mega SD Scizor, so, and I should be able to outspeed a defensive Celebi. So I'm just gonna lead off with Garchomp though, just so I can get up my rocks and hopefully be able to take on this team. This Weavile might actually have Fake Out. Hopefully it doesn't. Just gonna hit it with the timer though. If it doesn't have Fake Out, I will be able to reliably get up my rocks unless he has Taunt. And Empoleon seems to be his defogger, so if I can get up an SD versus his Celebi, I'll be good. So ends up going out to Celebi. I want to go out to my Landorus, but I don't want to be like some sort of what's it called? I don't want it to be some sort of HP Ice variant. So I'm gonna go out to my Bisharp, because I am Jolly, so I should be able to outspeed a defensive variant, as he ends up going for the Giga Drain, and I'll try and go for knockoff right here, as I do end up outspeeding him. He probably went for Baton Pass if anything. Yep. And I am able to outspeed him. Heracross is a threat. Yeah, Heracross is a threat. You are a threat. Whoa. I'm just going to go for Sucker Punch. I want to get off damage on this thing. That way I can knock him out with my Greninja's attack, as he actually ends up going for the Rock Blast. So that's cool for me. I don't think I lose much by going for Iron Head right here. So I'm just going to try and do that, as I actually end up, outspeeding him and flinching him. Unfortunate for him. Unfortunate. But, and I get a crit in the following turn. It didn't matter, but that was really unfortunate for him, as I believe now Garchomp is once again a safe switch, just because my sash is still intact, and I beat 1, 2, 3, 4 Pokemon just because my sash is intact. So really, Jolly Bisharp just putting in work. Doesn't usually. Ends up going out to Landorus. I don't care if the Rock Polish is up. I'm just going to Dragon Claw twice, as he goes for Earth Power. And like I said, I can just Dragon Claw twice. We can probably expect a Celebi sack right here. But then again, Landorus, the only thing Landorus does for him, which is why I'm expecting the Celebi sack, is it stops me from spamming Earthquake with my Landorus T, because Celebi is definitely low. So yeah, Celebi does end up being sacked, as I can knock that out with the Dragon Claw, as now he has a really free switch into his Weavile. So I don't really mind Weavile too much, because it gives me a free switch into my Scizor, and I can actually just BP this thing, and I think he has to save this. So what I'm actually going to do is go for Super Power, predicting his Heat Random want to come in. A bit unnecessary, but if it works out for me like it does end up doing, that's one less Pokemon that stops Scizor right here. So able to knock out the Scizor, and the thing is, it didn't matter, because if he stayed in with Weavile, I still had I really don't want this to be like some sort of agility set, so I'm just gonna go for the yeah, I'm just gonna go for super power, as he ends up being a defog set. That's completely fine by me. I can just go for another super power as Landers ends up coming in. And unfortunately for him, I do get a crit. I did have two other Pokemon that can completely take a hit. A super power wouldn't have been able to knock me out. That's still unfortunate for him though. And I believe I could just sack Greninja right here, since Greninja can't touch Empoleon anyway. So I'm just gonna sack it to this. I'm just gonna go for Grass Knot, you know, just in case he wants to switch out for whatever reason. But yeah, it should be game. Scizor put in a lot of work. I did get a crit double, and I flinched his hair across the depth. That's unfortunate, but you know, I am laddering to the top, so I don't know how much it. I'm sorry, but not sorry. Yeah, he can't. I don't think he can win this game anyway. So yeah, knocked out Empoleon, and Weavile is gonna go down to the BP. So a good game, dude. And let us look for another battle, and I shall pause it until we come back. Okay, so we have found another battle. This will probably be the last battle, just because we're nearing 20 minutes, and I'm trying to keep these shorter because this thing ends. I'm gonna do Garchomp, by the way, because you know, Sash, I get to scout for Landers set, yada yada yada, stuff like that. But this will probably be my last battle because I'm trying not to do this in bulk. What I really want to do with this is, you know, the tournament ends on Thursday. Just gonna Dragon Claw, get off some damage. If he wants to U-turn out, that's cool. Ends up going for knockoff though. Takes a bit of rough skin. I might as well just go for the Fire Blast, to be honest. If it gets a burn, oof, nice. And yeah, the tournament ends on Thursday about 4 a.m. in the morning, I believe. Yeah, 4 a.m. in the morning. Why did I just say that? 4 a.m. obviously. And I want to be on top. I want to have like a lot of points by the time it ends. So if that makes sense. So basically, I don't want to ladder too much and have Decay just completely wreck me. So yeah, just gonna go for Earthquake, as he can go for Softball. I don't know why. I guess he's just scouting, gauging how much this does. Bisharp has a lot of fun versus his team. If I can get rid of Keldeo or even weaken it, I kind of just win with Scizor. Sorry, my chair is like creeping right here. You can't stall me out. You can't stall me out of Earthquakes. I'm gonna put you in range of Iron Head. Ooh, counter that. Okay, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Not even gonna lie, that's pretty cool. I don't know what item you're running. Maybe life. Are you running life or counter? Because that doesn't even affect it. What item are you running? Watch him be running a Babiri Berry. $5. $5 he's running a Babiri Berry. I'm calling it, guys. $5 he's running a Babiri Berry. Everybody out there, I'm betting. I'm willing to wager $5 with every single one of my subscribers that he is running a Babiri Berry. Okay? That's how confident I am. Well, I guess it doesn't matter now. Wait. I might have to take back that offer. I might have to. I might have to. We didn't find out. That's good. Keldeo ends up coming in. Latios is the main switching, so I'm gonna do that. Bisharp is annoying, definitely, but I can safely Thunderbolt now, which is good, as he ends up going for Hydro Pump, revealing that he is Specs, just based on that damage. And like I said, I can just safely Thunderbolt right here, expecting Bisharp to want to come in. Slowking ends up coming in though. If it's Assault Vest, it will be able to eat this up, as that looks to be Assault Vest damage. 180 stronger. And go ahead and die to this Draco. Go ahead and die. Yeah, it's gonna go down to this Draco. To be honest though, I could just go for Roost, but yeah, Draco ends up knocking him out. I could have just went for Roost, which is what I kind of wanted to, because the best thing you could do is like Dragon Tail or Ice Beam, which I would probably end up with more HP after roosting anyway. So Bisharp ends up coming in. I don't really want to switch out. I just want to weaken this thing, as he goes for Pursuit. And I believe I'm going to go out to my Greninja and just go for a Spike right here. He has 0 switches. Yeah, I want to get up a Spike. That Spike will definitely help me with Keldeo and just his Pokemon in general. I'm expecting the Clefable switch right here, or Sack rather. I really want to see if he's Babiri Berry. But yeah, this spike is definitely gonna help me, especially with like the stupid Medicham and stuff like that. I can actually put in a lot of work with what's it called, with Scarf Landers if I also get rid of his Ohm Landers, which is something that Scizor plus Bisharp should be able to do. Of course we'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna pause until he picks a move. We'll be right back. Alright, so he does end up going on to Clefable, which I can just go for the Ice Beam and knockout. I tried to get him to answer my question, but I think he might be ignoring me. No way he's ignoring me. He said something in the beginning, right? Nope, that was somebody else. Please answer my question, bro. I really want you to answer my question. Like, it would mean so much to me if you answered this question. Please, just answer the question. Alright, gonna pause it real quick. We'll be right back. Okay, so Bisharp ends up coming back in. Unfortunately, it's Focus Sash, so I owe all of you guys $5, which I will provide via videos. So I'm just gonna go for spikes, just to get them all up, to be honest, because that'll help me out a lot versus you know, Medicham and stuff like that, knocking it out. Keldeo as well, and just gonna go for one more layer of spikes as basically the final layer. As we risk it. Yeah, Scizor was a rather safe switch in my opinion, as now I can just go right for a safe Bug Bite, and I believe the combination of Greninja plus well, the cool thing about this is that I weakened his Landers a lot, and unfortunately for him I get a crit, which is definitely going to come into play because I believe I can go for an SD and then knock him out with BP after that. So the cool thing is for me now that I can just spam Earthquake with my own Landers, so I can go for BP right here. Maybe +1 BP will knock him out, not sure. Might be a roll. He actually ends up sacking Keldeo, which is great because that's one less Pokemon I have to predict around. And I'm not really too worried about his own Bisharp just because I have all those hazards up, plus I have my own Bisharp in the back, which is Jolly. So worst case scenario, I win a speed tie. And I'm not able to knock him out, but he ends up going out to Landers, and yeah, I can just go for another BP. He can't switch out because you know, Rocks will knock him out, and he's kind of forced into Bisharp right now. But he ends up going out to Medicham though, which I don't know if I agree with because now my Landers can just come in and click Earthquake, so for free, and I don't have to fear him just going for anything. But yeah, he ends up forfeiting, and we are now 1888, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this quick ladder session. Like I said, I was on tilt, so I lost like 9 matches in a row. Yeah, that sucks. But hopefully I'm out of tilt, and hopefully I'll be able to climb. So leave a like if you enjoyed. Really does support my channel. Thank you everybody for 60,000 subscribers, and until next time, later.